I like what you said there, making it kind of ritualistic in a way, because again,
Yeah.
it puts purpose behind it, you know. And as long as it's being explained and that there's a learning step to it all, makes me think about some of the things that like JM and you and I and others have become involved with, like with Fire on the Mountain, and then some of the other local and more frequent uh, things that you participate in or have helped lead, or just you know there's ordeal, there's challenge involved with it, but it's not just blindly do this. Like there's a
Yeah.
lesson here, like, and here's why we're doing it, right? We're bringing the purpose into the equation. This isn't just for us to get our kicks and laugh at you for
Oh
having
yeah.
to go through this shit.
Yeah.
There's purpose behind it. um,
Yeah. And then
and you're gonna come out.
also explaining what counts as a craft too, like defining
Yes.
what really counts as part of this task that they have been set forth. Does it include music? Does it have to be music with lyrics? You know, or a song with lyrics, or can it just be an instrumental with a title that was
Hmm.
inspired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another part may have been to gauge courage. Are you
Oh
willing
yeah.
to take this blank task without any additional information and reply? So I think it would have been badass for
Yeah.
you to just break out the tagal harpa and say, "All right, here you go," and get down on it.
Oh yeah.
They can't say no. That's your
Oh yeah.
craft.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You didn't specify it couldn't be music. So
Yeah.
then the ball would be back in their court.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
passed the challenge. You won. It's back on their end now.
Or I just whip out a tackle harp I create.
Improv.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Like hey, look, I built this instrument myself, and
Yeah.
now I can
Which
use
I
it
would
to.
love to do. That's another thing I would love to do if I had the space for it, for
Yeah,
the tools.
yeah. I mean, the first step is the desire, and then you
Hmm.
kind of manifest that desire through doing the necessary things to, uh, you know, make it a physical thing. All right, well now I need to acquire the space or the materials or both, and all that. Because then
Oh yeah.
not only do you have the material, but now you also have this gift of your skill to, well, when we
Yeah.
gather, when we come together as a group, I can provide music for us to
Oh yeah.
dance or to sing or to
Or I
have
could
to enjoy.
provide the tools for other people to learn.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can
Like
help you
where,
learn to make your own if that's what you want to do.
or
It's
I can make one for you and at a lower expense than what it'll take you to order, like buy one from across the seas or something.
see, yeah, exactly. There's purpose to that.
Yeah.
Like there's, and it's good. It's good for people to come together and want to help one another in that way. And I feel, there's intent and purpose equally, but knowing the intent behind somebody, it's not like, well, just do this and it's one sided. You make this for us and
Oh
now
yeah.
we own it or we have it. Like, no,
Yeah.
there's a equal exchange. There's that's the thing
Yeah.
about worthing. It involves everybody. So yeah, sure, we want to see what you're worth to us, but we now also
Yeah.
want to prove what we're worth to you
Yeah.
and what we are worth
Yeah.
to each other.
Yeah.
uh, you know
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be overly complicated either.
no, it's
Like
simple,
it could
really.
be if you just like write out, say, like if you felt the call to write something out in runes or something on a bone, or carve them into like a bone or something, the correct way, of course, making sure you're doing it right. If you just felt called out to do something just simple as that, or carving a small image, you know, into a piece of wood, that should count.
Yeah.
I think you have an invaluable talent and craft, especially in this community. I was listening to an interview with Einar Selvik, Wardruna, from several years ago, and he talks about in the old days there was a song for everything. When it was time to go sow the field, when a new baby was born, when it was time to bring in the harvest, when they were sowing, when they were washing, there was music for everything.
Yeah.
So as the community shifts back to reviving these old ways, old traditions, old ways of living, your talent and your craft can really go a long way.
Oh yeah.